welcome back to the Big Show. My name is Matteo, and this show will end with me drinking a beer. Well, this was a 9-month secret that me and a buddy of mine have been hiding from my friend AJ, who lives over in London. So right here at the Austin-Bergstrom Airport, the trip begins. So for some quick backstory on this, what happened is that AJ is turning the big 4-0 this year. Now, AJ, Jeff, and I are 3 friends who have gone to Vegas pretty much every year. But this year we decided we'd be nice and we pay back all the times that AJ has flown from London to Vegas to meet us. So this time we're returning the favor by flying all the way over to London. How exciting is that, huh? I should also mention that AJ's wife was pretty involved in the whole situation as well. It was originally her idea, and she's done a lot to help plan out this entire situation too. So as you'll see as this week of fun unfolds, a lot of the planning that went involved into it. So I had already recorded some of the video, which you've already seen, and while I was sitting here, Google Plus informed me that all my instant uploads had uploaded. So I go to Google Plus, and it turns out that everything so far that I have recorded was uploaded onto Google Plus. Luckily, I got the chance to delete it before anybody saw it, but really, Samsung? Like, that's a great idea, is to automatically have instant upload? I'm just glad that nothing inappropriate has happened with my phone yet. That would have accidentally gotten instant uploaded. Boy, that would have been awkward. Whew. Anyway, fixed. I'm about to board to Dallas for the first leg of the trip. Then it's off for the big flight. The 8-hour trip over the pond, as they say. Just landed in Dallas. The gate right next to where I've landed is the gate that I'm going to London. So that worked out very perfectly for me. So we're on our way to London. This plane's just a little bit fancy. Huh? Yeah, you should have seen first class. There's like little cubicles in there. Ridiculous. Here we go. So here's a little bird's eye view of the cabin. Everybody has their own individual little screen to look at, which was nice. This is my dinner. It was like a salad, a Newcastle, and a cheesy pasta, which was delicious. The really nice thing about international flights is that all beer and wine are free. And here's a little map so we can keep track of how we were flying and where. Now this was what was really cool about the computer screen in front of you. It had all these choices, of course, to wireless. Entertainment, of course, is where I spent most of my time. You'll see coming up here that you've got plenty of choices as far as games, TV shows to watch, movies. It was a pretty slick little system. Now here's some of the choices of the games. You've got casino, sports, board games, puzzle games. I played a lot of Bejeweled, I'm not going to lie. It's a pretty good time. Now this is a little cool thing here we're about to see, which is you pop this little dealie out of your out of the seat, and it becomes your joystick, which was pretty awesome. Now here's a little bowling game. Of all the things I chose to show you, I don't know why bowling, but that was neat. Now here the new releases for that were on there: Argo, as you saw, Bernie. Now coming up here, of course, is Lincoln. We're going to see Hitchcock. There's Hitchcock. Killing Them Softly, Lincoln, Looper, and of course what I ended up watching was Looper. You could even click on it and it would give you a little description. It is now 10 o'clock my time. It is about 3 a.m. in England, so I am not tired. It's really going to be a problem. Exactly 3 o'clock in London. Really in trouble. So yeah, I only ended up getting about an hour and a half worth of sleep on the flight, which did cause a problem because they ended up being about 28 hours straight that very first day that I was actually in London. Now here we are making our approach. Here's first class. I was trying to get some shots of the cubicles as I was walking through. I didn't want to stop. I thought that would be weird. But as you can see, first class is basically a little like cubicle area where you can lay down. The screens are a little bit bigger. Yeah, doesn't that look nice and a lot more comfortable than just your regular little seat there? Okay, here's me making my first step into another country for the first time ever. This trip was the first time I needed a passport. And there I am. I'm now in England. Very exciting. UK border, passed through customs fairly quickly. It was really easy. Now here's some shots of some of the houses as I was driving to my friend's house. You can just see that, you know, London, of course, it's been there forever, but like every other urban city, you know, a lot of the houses are just kind of crammed in right next to each other. You know, you're literally living wall to wall. McDonald's in an old factory. Now here we are on top of Hampstead Heath looking at downtown London, a very nice panoramic there, and that was nice. Glory hole there in Hampstead, and here we are, the boys together. Now what AJ decided to do for his birthday that next night was to go bowling. Now in London, of course, bowling is not nearly as cool as it is here in America, but it is trendy. So about a week out we had to order our lane, and our one lane we got to play one game, and then that was it. Here's how bad some Londoners play bowling. The beautiful cupcakes we had for the birthday extravaganza. Here's me and Jeff at the pub afterwards. So we go to bed. That next night we wake up, there's snow on the ground. So we head off to Salisbury so we can see some of Stonehenge. Now, as you can see, this is beautiful countryside here and this beautiful snow that we had. A lot of the trip looked like this. You know, just we're in a valley where the rails are, and there's lots and lots of snow, and the snow was just there, and then we turned around and started talking, and next thing we know, there's no more snow. I mean, literally, it went away that quickly. It was just boom, and suddenly no snow. So we got a couple more shots here of the beautiful English countryside here, farm everywhere, and then we are stepping off here, another step, and here we are in Salisbury on our way to Stonehenge. As you look here, this looks like one of those buildings that you climbed up in the top of Assassin's Creed, right? You can just sort of figure out your way how to scale up the top of that.
If you look to the right as we pass over the River Avon, you will get a glimpse of the cathedral spire. And then on our left is the site of the...
And to the left there is the pub that we ended up eating at the night after Stonehenge.
Has it that the summer solstice sunrise, viewed from the centre of the monument, is directly over the hailstone. In fact, this has never been true, as the sunrise is to the left of the stone originally framed between the two.
Hey, so Stonehenge. No, that's all. I couldn't think of anything else to say.
Just a little sample there of the wind, and you can tell how cold it was the day we were visiting. They're the boys right there, listening to one of those audio commentaries. Now, the cool thing about Stonehenge, of course, is it's been there, dated far back as almost 3000 BC. Now, if you put your mind around that, that is 5,000 years ago. Considering, you know, AD is only 2,000 years ago, and America is only 200 years ago.
That center stone right there is where the summer solstice shines right through to the altar stone, which is now lying down, but was once standing straight up.
Now, if you look just behind the mount, at those mounds in the background, past the road and the sheep, those are the burial mounds where many people were found buried. So it's possible that maybe what Stonehenge was just a large marker for where people of that time were buried. Now, of course, we may never know what Stonehenge was ever built for. Excavations keep telling us more. I think this is a really interesting view of Stonehenge that we rarely ever see.
So right here, of course, is the flip side of where we were before with the sun on the summer solstice. Now, of course, we don't know why this thing was built, or why that they do these huge stones from 120 away.
So here ends part 1 of the trip. Part 2 will involve Doctor Who, so you definitely got to come back for that one.